don't know if it was the heavy metal Christmas music scaring people away, but in the event that that was what it was, I have some very, very nice holiday tunes here. I have a funny feeling if I start playing this, people just come screaming through the door like the bus let off.
Hey, Santa Claus is coming to town, gentlemen.
Along the Milky Way. I stopped off at the North Pole to spend a holiday. I called on dear old Santa Claus to see what I could see. He took me to his workshop and told his plans to me. Now Santa is a busy man. He has no time to play. He's got millions of stockings to fill on Christmas Day. You better write your letter now and mail it right away, because he's getting ready his reindeer and his sleigh. So you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's making a list and packing a pile. Wanna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're away. He knows if you've been good or bad. So be good for goodness sake. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
By the way, this is Mrs. Miller, the famous Mrs. Miller from the 60s. Her voice was described by the media as similar to the sound of roaches crawling across a trash can lid. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. All right, you've been punished enough. I'm so happy, ladies and gentlemen, because, and this is not the fault of the talent. The talent last week was excellent. But that was the shittiest show ever, I thought. I had such a miserable time. I wanted to slit my wrists. That show sucked so bad. It was such a torture to do it. I never wanted to host another show in the history of Gainesville. And the beauty of all this is, there's no way this show could be any worse, which means it's going to be better. And it's also the last show of the year. And then we're taking a 2-week break. So I don't care.
Hallelujah.
It's going to be a joy, no matter what happens.
All right.
How excited are you?
I'm thrilled.
All right, great.
My pussy's tight, Tom. I'm ready.
Now that's all I needed to hear. Mop on aisle 7. Clean up on aisle 7.
I can see a squeegee.
How are you? How are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm glad you're here. I know you.
I'm always happy to see you.
Yeah, you're terrific. I'm drinking champagne tonight. What are you guys having? I shouldn't say anything general. What are you
Is it champagne or is it sparkling white wine?
people having? It's not champagne for sure. So this is either sparkling wine or cava, probably. It has a very ornate bottle, though. The bottle is lovely. It's the kind of ball you want to either stick flowers into or stick into yourself. It's got pleasure ridges. They find kind of shit like this at Shands in people's assholes. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's great to be here. Is that the mayor of Gainesville? No, it's the mayor of the Tabernacle. Give him a round of applause. Best beard of the night. No offense. Yeah, that's a good beard, but I mean, that's in terms of long and Santa, you know, that's a different direction with it.
Bigger's better?
No, I didn't say that. I'm not saying that either. I'm saying, you know, sometimes you got to do it with style. Yeah. Yeah. That's one of the worst pickup lines, by the way. I discovered this last week. Never walk up to somebody you're interested in having sex with and say at the outset, "You'll love me, my dick is shaped like a starfish." It's never been successful for me.
I can't imagine why.
So we had a special request. I couldn't be more excited. I'm so delighted. I'm so delighted I dropped a ball.
Which one?
That was a New Year's Eve joke. Anybody get that? I'll be here all week. So I'm excited because unlike the normal thing that we do, we usually have, you know, the Naked Poet here, and he closes the show. The Naked Poet could not be here tonight. I don't know if you've noticed or not, over the years he's been putting more and more clothing on. I think he's taken a distaste to the show. We haven't seen his junk in months. But luckily, somebody who is not the Naked Poet is here to take his place, and rather than close the show, he's made a special request to open the show. The last show of the new year. Ladies and gentlemen, please, wait, I gotta do that again. Cut that video, start it over. The last show of the current year leading into the new year, please welcome to the stage, Father Time! Father Time himself is here. Thanks, Father Time, great to see you.
Thank you. It's great to be seen.
This is gonna be great.
Well, hello. Go Gators.
Gay goaters. What?
As you can see, it's getting late. Okay? Time is going by. The year is ending.
Woo!
And all existence. In a week, you got a holy night, okay? But then after that, well, let me put it in the form of a poem. Tom,
Okay, Father
Reverend.
Time.
What is time? You can't see it. You can't hear it. You can't feel it. You mark its passing. You know when you're out of it. You have no idea where it went. You always need more of it. Everyone talks about Christmas. Peace on earth, goodwill toward men, all that cheery stuff. But right on its heels comes the end of another year, or a decade, or a century, or a millennium. And so it goes. But time never stands still. It's about, well, time.
What the heck is that? Father Time just took his fucking face off. Wow! Peeled his face off.
We're going to do a little more poetry. From one of the greatest poets of all time, Tom, I'm sure you'll agree, it's from Robert Frost. The road not taken. 2 roads diverged in a wood, in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler long I stood. and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way. I can't even read this. I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
Thank you. Thank you, Garcon. This show is excellent, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes. Chair.
Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor a fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice.
Hallelujah. Is this the show?
This is the show, Tom. 2 more. The witch that came, the withered hag, to wash the steps with pail and rag, was once the beauty Abishag, the picture pride of Hollywood. Too many fall from great and good. For you to doubt the likelihood, the early and avoid the fate. Oh, if predestined to die late, make up your mind to die in state. Make the whole stock exchange your own. If need be, occupy a throne where nobody can call you crone. Some have relied on what they know, others on being simply true. What worked for them might work for you. No memory of having started atones for later disregard or keeps the end from being hard. Better to go down dignified with bought-in friendship at your side than none at all. Provide, provide. Forgive, O Lord, my little joke on thee, and I'll forgive thy great big one on me. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and go Gators!
Great set. Robert Frost, everybody. Give him a round of applause.
Father Time, faceless time man.
Father Time ripping his face off to reveal he is in fact Robert Frost. Didn't see that coming.
What a twist!
That's great. Now last week, ladies and gentlemen, this is already the best show we've ever done since last week, because last week really sucked ass. But by God, we're at church, and we circulated our bucket 3 or 4 times. I put our fundraiser up again and again and again, months and months and months. Last week, we got 14 cents. That's a dime and 4 pennies. One of the pennies was dirty. And 2 Cheetos. We got no methamphetamines. We did not get a vape full of weed. Reverend, we didn't get any goofballs. We didn't get a Bible. We got 14 cheap-ass cents with 1 dirty penny and 2 probably eaten and then spit back out Cheetos.
They're better without the cheese flavor.
The 14 cents we put in the budget, the Cheetos we gave to Mr. Top Bottom for dinner. He loved them. By the way, I'd like to do it, since we're doing covers tonight, but there's no covers, by the way. You can't do other people's work. Anyway, I'm going to do, we don't allow that. I'm going to do one of Top Bottom's jokes, because I think I have a better delivery of it. All right? A buttery delivery? Maybe I don't. I have a more buttery delivery of this joke. All right. Hey, teenagers, right? Right?
Yeah.
What?
Absolutely.
Why? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of my favorite jokes. But of course, tonight, like I said, things have improved. We have a comedian here. He was here last week. It was good last week. He's even better this week. How do I know? I asked Father Time. He showed me the video. That was a future joke. It'll be funny later. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for coughing. Oh, that was laughing? I see. Anyway, he's a really nice guy. I think he's a lot of fun. I just can't, because I'm terrible with names. What the fuck is that? It's like a gerbil got in here. All right. You're a picker, aren't you? I know what's going on. I used to do a lot of picking myself at the school. I'd pick the paint off the walls and eat it. It was lead paint, and it was delicious. And this is true. Now I'm really going to age myself. In my school, for science, and the same teacher taught every subject, by the way, they poured fucking, mercury in my hand. You around for that? Did that happen to you? That explains us, right? They poured mercury and they said, hey, check that out, taste it, pass it around,
Thank you.
And then they yeah. No, they said don't drink it, don't put it in your eyes. They literally we were pouring it from our hand to the next hand, and it went to the back, and they trusted that somebody wouldn't sort of try to steal it. Mercury. If you break them, they don't even make mercury thermometers anymore, but if you happen to have one in a school and it broke in half, they'd send a fucking hazmat team in there. I'll tell you. Back in my day, we were tougher. Why, back in my day.
He was on before you, Father Time.
Oh, sorry. That's a good fucking heckle. Give it up for that heckle. You know what? That heckle was so good, you can have some of my fucking champagne. What do you think of that? Daryl, hook that man up with some champagne for that heckle. That was good. All right. Anyway, back to comedy. Oh, right. Here's the set list. I'm now going to call the one comedian that's here. Is there any other? Are you a comedian? Are you coming on?
No, not tonight.
Are you funny? Anyone else?
Just
Okay.
funny looking.
Oh, ha. You're not coming on. Stephen McCaskey. Let's go. Like David Lynch said in that sketch, show me the funny. Show me the funny. That's the worst introduction.
That was a fucking terrible